There we go. I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is going to be about the value of a human life. Been having a few conversations with Max in particular, and one of the things that came up as a point of contention is the way we value human life. How in the process of having to create a CV for himself again so he can go and look for work in the area, it's like reducing yourself to a few squiggles on a page, and then that page needs to be given to a company, which they will then analyze and then determine your value as a human being, right? And just how comical, how absurd, maybe that's the right word, how absurd that is as a reality. We do not have any microphones because I forgot to charge them yesterday. So I do apologize. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me. Sending you all so many blessings. Thank you for finding yourself here. Let me get some of my things out. We actually haven't read a thing worth saying in a while. So a part of me kind of wants to, right? Maybe we can steer ourselves in the right direction with today's stream topic. Because I don't know how we're not supposed to get angry, right? When we feel ourselves valued with things that are quantifiable, things that are money, right? Like, are you worth the amount of money you're earning right now? I highly doubt it, right? For any of us, even those who earn billions of dollars. I don't think we can ever quantify the value of a human life. And unfortunately, I understand why we do it that way too, right? Like imagining it from the perspective of like a burden. Hey, there's Joy V. Thank you for joining me. It's nice having you here. Okay, let's see. I forgot yesterday again that I only have so much data. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and keep it relatively brief with these streams for the next while. It is definitely a challenge because I like being here with you friends, but I see Kristen here as well. Bless you. Hey, Dixie drive through day. It's true. Dixie gets a little cup of cream from Starbucks, right? That's right. Hey, Chauvin is here too. I am sorry if there's wind noise on the stream. I have my speakers on charge. I might go and get them halfway through stream. They might have enough juice to last us for the rest of it. I'm hoping. I'm hoping here with you. Oh Joy, I think we just discussed this last night with the Tuvix episode. What was that dude's life worth, and was it worth killing him to extract those officers? That sounds pretty hectic. Why don't you set an alarm, Melt? Set an alarm for when I should end stream? Nah, I don't like alarms. Right, that's why I stopped doing alarms with my kalimbang as well. As soon as I put an alarm, there's a certain level of anxiety where I can like feel the numbers sticking closer and closer. There's a Hilda episode with this like creature that in my mind represented time, and it was talking about how it is grateful that we let it out, and it is hungry. Right, time always eats your life away. Right. How much is that valued? Hey, Stuart. Bless you, dear friend. It's nice having you here with us again today. I was totally thinking about that, Sam. Nice. I like how, you friends have your unique experiences, and then I have my unique experiences. And then I come to a conclusion about my unique experience, and then I share my conclusion, and then you friends happen to have had, in some way, the same conclusions in your days. The synchronicities. I'm gonna see if I can find a good one. This one is good, but I have read it before. You know? I think this is the one. I think this is the one because it's very pungent, and I feel like this is a pungent topic. Like it kind of like gets our soul a little bit riled up. And it goes as such. Judgment is your attempt to murder that which you decide has no right to be. Judgment is your attempt to murder that which you decided has no right to be, right? Living in a society where if you don't earn money, you have no right to be, right? If you can't afford your cost of living, then you ought not live, kind of vibes. Like that level of judgment. You know, like I did say something like that kind of vaguely just a few seconds ago. The part of me that understands why we are like that. And it is the part of me that is judgmental, right? It's the part of me that believes something, that which has no right to be. You know, suffering, I guess, in some way has no right to be. So surely we ought to be working to try and reduce the suffering. But then that work again, we have gotten juxtaposition. Is juxtaposition even the word? Hey Google, define juxtaposition. The fact of two things being seen or placed close together with contrasting effects. Yeah, it is a juxtaposition, right? Because on the one side, it is good for our souls, for our hearts, for us as people to serve one another, right? To do this thing that we're here to do. But on the other side, we have this like gatekeeper that we have been sold is freedom, that is money, right? So even though all of us might be longing to serve other people, because we're being gatekept from our basic necessities, our needs, we end up not actually caring about the people, but more about the money, right? And again, that creates like layers of judgment where you start not only looking at the world like that, but about the, like the people around you as well, right? That judgment that has no right to be. For what you cannot accept, you will judge. Let your presence always uplift one another. One love can heal this, only love can heal this world. Death is allowed that you may live. The light deserves to shine. If you are aware, it is because you are one with the source of all creation. Your fear has never been able to squeeze. I love this line. Your fear has never been able to squeeze from you the essence of your existence. Isn't that cool? I really love that one. Like, you've been scared. All of us have been scared, right? Like, yesterday, last night, there was a massive thunderstorm, right? And it was like getting flashbanged, like all around us, just like flashing, flash, flash, flash. I was like thinking about my plants as well, where every single time that light, because it's like having, 50,000 watt lights just like click, 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 turned on and off. So I'm imagining that energy like jetting into their little root systems, experiencing all of that, the sounds. Like our roof is mildly sealed, right? And the amount of air that flows through our building sometimes makes the pressure shift, right? So it's like a creaking effect. So it's like the roof will make these sounds kind of vibe. Uh, yeah. So and I wasn't necessarily scared kind of vibe, right? But it was unsettling. And again, even in that state where you might be unsettled, you might be scared of the lightning striking, you might be, scared of losing a relationship, a job, a business opportunity, etc., etc. None of those things have been able to squeeze from you the gift that is your awareness, right? The very essence of your experience. In fact, in fact, I would argue even that sometimes when you are in that fearful state, that state of anxiety, you feel even more alive. Is that Jenny? Hey Jen, it's nice seeing you, friend. I saw you sent me a message on WhatsApp, but I haven't checked it out just yet. I met Jen at Dullstrom. Remember that stream where I streamed in Dullstrom and that little kid came up to me and was like super stoked about me being a YouTuber? Dullstrom. Jenny was in the store that had like a bunch of artisanal kind of like confectionery goods. She had some THC. What were they? Fudges, right? And I was there in stream with you friends for a second, and I was like, yeah, Jenny, I'm gonna come back and buy some of these wares from you. And then I come back and Jen's not there, and I had to leave Dullstrom. Said you blessings, no flaw. It's nice having you here. So the short version is this is Sam with like the value of a human life. The short version is a transporter accidentally merges two different people. Oh goodness. And creates a new person with their own identity and drive to survive. Captain has to decide save her officers or let it live. It got called an it. Did it not have like humanity? Did it just was it just like a creature? This is Star Trek? Goodness. Getting morphed, getting merged, getting melted into another person to the point where you consider yourself a whole new entity. Didn't Rick and Morty do like an episode like that as well? It was pretty current. Like it takes you on a ride. Good morning, Doc Dad, homies and homettes and everyone in between. Bless to you, dear friend. Connor895. Is that Connor of another username? Bless you, bro. It's nice having you here. He has the first ever recorded. We had the first ever recorded tornado in February last night in Wisconsin. Nature be angry. Weirdly enough, it's so weird. That's the thing you chose to say, Doc Dad, because like we basically turned in for bed, and then the weather got so heavy, and it like kept tripping our power over and over again. So we had people up trying to switch the breakers on and off to get power again, and then like we were literally sitting outside because it dropped for the third time, and me and Mac came and sat outside, and then we see like the entire like grid, like just like kilometers of lights just bonk, go down, and we're like, okay, no electricity for us tonight, kind of vibe. When we didn't have electricity up until like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. this morning, kind of vibes. Yeah, and then me and Max, as we were sitting outside having conversations about, the weather, I was asking Max, what do you think nature is trying to say to us right now? And we were talking about like prehistoric humans and how they only had access to so much information. So their conclusions to nature events were the gods, or God is angry at them, right? And joking about how maybe a person isn't living their most purest purpose, and then that night it's like tornado, in your case, duck that, or thunderstorms, and then they change their entire lives. So maybe it's not all good that we know how thunder works at this point. But it didn't feel angry. It felt more conversational. That was the thing that I said, right? Like Max did kind of like steer us in the direction of anger, and I was like, no, maybe just conversational, right? Like a stern parent, kind of like telling you how it is. Maybe we ought to listen to Mama Gaia a little bit. Can someone please drop my link so I can connect to you, lovely people? Bruh, am I getting trolled? Is this the new troll? People asking me to send their links. Is that what's happening right now? I don't know how to cope with that, yo. See, I'm just trying to have a good time here. I'm just trying to create a space, have some conversations, right? Right, right. Sure. I have some white rhino in here. It's a little bit more on the indica side, so I'm gonna calm down. It is still pretty hot, even though today it did rain and it's cooler than it was yesterday. I am still perspirating. Love is true. Mm. Hello, Rabbit. I mean, we do have a Discord, Connor895. If you want to connect with these lovely people, Discord's probably the way to do it. Because unfortunately, YouTube is not exactly social media, is it? I feel Reddit was social media. The fact that you could just click on a person's profile, because that's the way we got used to it, Connor, and Stuart as well. It used to be this thing where we created this community on Arpan, and on Arpan you could literally just like nilly willy click on a person's little username and then open their account and then see what they were doing. When it used to be like that, it was so much easier to like encourage people to go to each other's games. With YouTube, unfortunately, I don't think it works that way. YouTube is very compartmentalized. Whisper. To keep people in their little respective echo chambers. All right. No flower? Lol. Yeah, no flower, exactly. Like I walk inside, so Jen is like joking about our first interaction in Dolstrom as well, where I walked in and I was like, I saw hemp products on the outside of the building, and Jen goes, "We don't sell flower," and I'm like, ah, shucks, man. Oh, bless you, Jen. I don't know what's up with these links requests or why. Yeah, it's funny, Joy. It's again, maybe again, right? Like the whole human life fractal. Because unfortunately, some person, one of our friends in this space, might consider their life less valuable if they are not allowed to share their link. When that's not the truth. In fact, it's so far from the truth that that's the whole stream topic for today. Dan asseblief, ja, gereken op die dankie man. It is Liam answered.
Oh,
Nee,
jy het nooit man.
ja, ongelukkig, dankie man. Ek het my mikrofoontjies op laai gesit. Dit is al vir 6 minute op laai. Kan jy hom gaan die pakkie gaan oopmaak en kyk op die skermjie, so jy sien of hy 'n bietjie baar het. Ja. You are extremely loved. Extremely valuable as a person to this space and to this world as a whole. Do not measure yourself with any metrics that the world tells you. Right? No views, no amount of likes, no amount of monies, no amount of success or recognition is ever going to scratch, reach the amount of love that God has for you, the amount of love that the universe has for you, the fact that you exist at all, that we can breathe air, that we can see our families every now and then, we can have conversations.
Ver regs een is vol. So
Ja, hy sal vol wees.
en dan die ander twee het nog so 'n bietjie om te gaan.
Okay. Ek sal net 'n bietjie gee nog. I'll, like around the 30-minute mark or something. I don't know how the audio quality is. The big thing, like when I used to stream without my microphones, dude, I don't know, but the friends on the stream with the wind passing over them were
Just put the wind tunnel op, right? Let them all float.
and like, I don't know if you're getting any calls, but I'm hoping not because there's a lot of wind ceaselessly passing over us in this kind of space. Bless you again, Loizana. It's nice seeing you. Thank you for blessing all of our friends. The angles are bowling, is what my grandma G used to say. The angles or the angels? The angels are bowling, probably, right? I love it when the angles bowl. I'm not taking your friends from you, but to connect with everyone, so it maybe my brother Simon was wrong. Maybe, dude. Stuart, I'm not here to make you believe one thing or another, dude. I'm not gonna pretend to be something I'm not. This is who I am. I sit down and I have conversations with friends, right? Then I also have a Patreon where if you want to support me financially, you can do that too, right? Where I make daily art and I write poetry. And then I also have yoga classes. That's completely free. And if you want to do yoga with me, you can do that too, right? Again, if you want to believe something about me, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm going to show up regardless, Stuart. And this space is available to you, regardless of whether you show up for it or not. You are as welcome here as you're welcome to leave. There, like it sounds harsh, but love is true, right? That is technically my base philosophy for life. That we try and find truth in so many things in this world, and technically the only ultimate truth is love, right? And you can simplify it down to like the fact of your existence. You know, you surely loved enough to continue breathing, to continue feeding yourself, washing your body, sleeping, to have reached this moment. And surely there was love when your parents conceived you, and surely there was enough love for you as a baby to have raised you. And surely that is the truth for every single one of our ancestors going into who knows how long, right? Love has been the story we've been carrying, right? And unfortunately, we find ourselves in a time in history where we don't realize that that is what is of value. We are here to love you, Stuart. We are. But again, and I've said this now 3 days in a row, expectations begets suffering. As soon as you expect something, you basically set yourself up psychologically to suffer, right? right? If I expect aliens to land here and take me away, to a faraway world, and I expect that and I expect that, and I'm like, oh, bro, like, come and just take me away already, bro. Like, oh, right? I'm setting an expectation that is very hard for me to reach, and I need to be aware of that. And I need to take responsibility for these expectations that I'm setting. My expectations right now for myself, to give you an idea, is buy air conditioning. Right? And in my mind, that's relatively achievable. I can make money and buy air conditioning. So I try to keep my expectations realistic. And especially so with what I can achieve, right? When I start to expect things of other people, right? Like for me to achieve what I want to do, other people need to do things, right? Then you're creating like a spider web effect where you don't have any stability because you're being pulled in all of these directions. One person doesn't bring their part in your mind, and then your whole thing falls apart when that's not the way it was in the first place. Stuart, it seems like you're less interested in getting to know us and more interested in migrating us to your channel. That's why we're responding the way we are. Yeah, you haven't tried to engage with a single one of the people in this space, right? You haven't tried to engage with me, Stuart, either. Like we are here to engage with one another. That's the point of this space. And I said to you yesterday, maybe you weren't here for it because I was talking to you directly. I took my time that I'm sitting down here to share love with all of us, to just share love with you and give you clear instructions as to what you can do, right? And maybe you already left again, but I'll give it to you again. If you want to share your work with the people in the space, give us a descriptor. Be like, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is my intention for creating this work that I'm creating. If this is something you would be interested in, I would appreciate if you would join me, right? Not come and join me because I'm doing it. No. Come and join me if you're interested, right? And again, if you expect people to show up just because, then you suffer. Right? Suffer. The drums? To show up with the drum, bro. John, again, I like talking to people, bro. Unfortunately, it's like this dude, this fucking dude. Like you friends know, I've been postponing making music pretty much this whole journey. I started making music in China, bro. So like before I even started doing this, I thought, okay, I'm gonna make music, and then I learned that making music is actually not easy, right? And I like doing the things that are easy sometimes. And like it was also a part of the inertia where I downloaded all of my native instruments, software suites, and I had the whole little drum pad, and I was making my music. And I think I had like 2 songs. They were kind of bad. They sounded like video game music, bro. But it was music, right? Like it had a beat, it had melody, it had what it needed to have. Like the structure was built, kind of vibe. And then I wanted to like replace my computer's hard drive, or technically the operating system, and put it on an SSD. And I took it to like a Chinese guy to put the SSD in it for me. And then he formatted my entire hard drive and reformatted Windows onto the SSD, bro.
No.
And I was like, thank you, but also
Fuck you,
my information, bruh. So yeah, and then like the inertia of it was just too much. I was too pet peeved. I was too, and then I didn't start again. And then I started again, like with the dancing, technically, right, on the Arpan days. Got the djembe, started making music with it. Got complaints from the family, and then I came here. I left Sky on purpose. I left Sky on purpose. Again, the djembe is nice, but if the thing it needs to stand on is being stood on, the djembe doesn't sound the way it's supposed to sound, right? Which is less than ideal. So I told you friends yesterday that I got a new drum, and now John wants me to go and play gigs with him, or sometimes open mics, and it's gonna happen. I'll maybe do live streams, bro. I'll just like pop my camera down. Yeah, oh, yeah, Ashian, no, you look at him laughing right now. He's like, no, I don't want to be a YouTuber. He says, Mel, I don't want to YouTube.
No, we do wield both.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott.
Music made for cats. Meow. Weirdly enough, I've unironically like spent some good time thinking about making music for cats. Like not like it's kind of like comical where we take a very popular song, right? Like, oh, I, and then instead of going that, you go meow, meow, meow,
No.
meow, 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 meow.
I just died inside.
meow, 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 meow. And this is like do like covers of as many tracks as you can. That's my idea of music made for cats.
There's probably already things like
I went and checked. I couldn't find many, bro.
No,
Maybe what do I call it? I'll have to give it some silly name, dude.
80s kitty hits, bro.
80s kitty hits. Now I'm trying to look. What? It's coming to me.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm thinking, bro.
meows,
Like.
the layers of meows and harmony.
Yeah, bro. Like I was thinking just like one track, dude, but multiple meows. So much meow, you get over meowed. Thank you, dear friends, for adding clarity as well, Joy Beef and Sam. Last night I couldn't sleep because I was sick. I put on some of the Beth and Ball music to sleep to. Evie was meowing outside my door to get in. Once she got in, she laid next to my phone and snuggled up. Blessed you with some of her healing warmth as well. Love to you, Dad. I think they should be. Yeah, it's 26 minutes in. Thank you, John. Audio is fine, Mel. Good. Thank you, Joy Beef. It's gonna get better, and we can play some kalimba as well now.
Hear the meow even clearer.
Yeah, even better meow. I can bring the meow right up to my face. It's snuggled up. Let us know. Let us get to know you, man. We're all here talking and sharing about ourselves. This is how we connect. Exactly. And again, right, this space has been established. Right? It's like this is the fractal, right? To see it in another way. And he's not probably not even here anymore, you know, if we're gonna be realistic about it, because it seems if we don't get our way, we stomp away sometimes. Right? But it's like having a bar or, you know, having a restaurant that people really love and they keep going back to, right? And then some dude walks in with his restaurant's flyers and then starts handing it out and goes, you know, come and eat this food, right? And like, you can do that, you can do that, but usually people are like gonna be like, what? What are you doing right now? Kind of vibe, right? And it shouldn't be surprising, I feel. Having such a laugh in our mouth. Stay safe. Much blessings to all. I'm out again. I'll keep missing out on full streams. Bless. You don't miss out on anything. I know she's not here anymore, but if you can't be here for the full stream, you're not missing anything. You were here for what you were here for, right? The world needs you too. Go and be your loving self for the world. Make a good difference. I think I have a reincarnated Buddhist as a cat. That's what you were saying, actually. I like that even more. Like the kitty wanted to come and lay with him for the Tibetan ball music, not because he was sick, bro. I was being romantic about it, bro. I was like, oh, the kitty wants to come and comfort you. Meanwhile, the kitty wants to come and meditate with Tibetan ball music. Is that better? A little bit. What's a blip? A blip? I don't know blippies either, unfortunately. I can't even tell if I wanted to. Well, I'm wanting to connect with everyone, but nobody seems to grasp the concept of sharing everyone out. That's how you grow your channel on YouTube with Lost Vibes. And Stuart, I get that, bro. Maybe I'm biased, and I know he's not here anymore probably, but maybe I'm biased because I don't do that, right? Like I feel like there's some sort of psychological principle I'd be overstepping if I went into Duck Dad's stream, right? I go into Duck Dad's stream, and then Duck Dad has 3 people I haven't seen in my streams, and I go, hey,
you three people, you should be joining my streams, right? Here's my link, join my streams. Like, I just wouldn't be able to do that. And it's not because of, like, a principle of, like, I'm too proud to, but just like when an artist, a creator choose to show up, right? Like, maybe it's a difference. It's a difference in perspective. This to me is art. Right? I am bearing my soul right now. I am singing the song that is on my heart in this moment in time, and it is being documented on the interwebs. And you know, I guess my part of my song can be this other person's link, but that doesn't feel very authentic, does it? We're not here to grow our channels. This is true. Yeah, if I wanted to grow my channel, there are many ways to go about that, and none of them have been of interest. Not much, at least. Not enough to overcome the inertia of having to do the work to do it. Like going into other people's streams and sending my links. I won't even do that much work. Not a chance. She didn't have a sore throat, but who knows? I hate autocorrect, but my angles bold with angles. Love you, bro. I love your ukulele video. Do you have a sore throat? Bless. Thank you for asking. It's nice having you here too, Melita. Sending you love. Yes, my throat is so angry right now. I'm sorry about that. Stay on top of it. Is there an extra wicked variant of strep out there right now? Weirdly enough, like a few of you friends have been, you know, I want to say ravaged by strep throat. Sounds rough when I say it like that. You know, it seems to have made its rounds. Tell John he's not allowed to interrupt stream as a disembodied voice. He has to be on camera. You know, it's Christian vibes. Christian vibes. Oh, Isaac is here too. We love you, Isaac. Your life has exponential value. No dollar amount, no job title, no fame, no fortune, no recognition will ever be able to reach the amount of value that you already contain exactly as you are, dear friend. I just felt like you needed to hear that as well today, bro. You were loved, man. Dun dun, and someone are amazing. I'm always jumping when I'm playing it. Bless. Thanks to bro, says Sam. I got my groove back yesterday in business. I have 2 new partners that are excited for me to do plant sales at their locations. The year of abundance. The year of abundance permeating into all of our lives. Bless you more, Brother Bear. I then reached out to a mental health community wellness fair, and they asked if I can do gardening for kids. They want me to do a kids clinic focusing on the benefits of gardening for kids and adults to the mind. I hope you're going to talk about the whole microorganisms on the skin, serotonin being released, good feelings, right? And the best way to explain to kids as well, the whole serotonin thing, is to go dead-faced, right? You go, the reason you don't like looking at me if I talk like this is because your brain is literally releasing less serotonin because you're getting less information from my face, right? Suddenly, serotonin in different values. You're trying to problem solve, trying to find patterns, trying to analyze whether or not I'm a threat. Do I look like a threat? I hope not. Oh, maybe that's why John came and said to me, "Hey, John, wil jy vibe?
Sorry?
Wil jy vibe?"
Ek sal nie mind nie, maar dis nie hoekom ek hier gesê nie.
Oh, nou kan jy sê,
Daai ek my op charge gaan sit.
okay. Lisa kom sê, you see no. Melty, you're so silly.
It looks scruffy. Scruffy.
He looks like John, right? Tell him how hot he is, everybody. Quickly, tell him, you know, before he stops believing it. Let me see. If you're gonna, let me get you a microphone, bro. I mean, we can do it like this for now. Just put that there. Is that good? Yeah, you can hear us. I'm seeing you op die camera. Starts bending down, bro. Jy moet like soos 'n trolletjie wat so onder die brug wegkruip. Since cats meow. Since cat meow talk to humans, not between them, they probably need another frequency form. The purring sound could be a better candidate if honest. Crazy cat lady opinion. Like purring music, bro.
Crazy cat lady opinion.
Yeah.
told me
We
about
were
that
talking about toxoplasmosis today.
Was it? Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Yeah, toxoplasmosis is a whole thing. I wonder if we also start, appreciating certain sounds. I mean, like, I'm thinking about little Shelby right now, with her little babies. When I came into her little space, to look at her babies, she would start purring. She would be so stoked about me showing up to look at her babies. So, like, it goes, at least in my mind, it goes beyond just, them having a good time. Like that's the way I thought of it, at least at first, right? Like cats purr when they're like happy with you petting them, and then seeing this kitty purr with me petting her babies, I was like, maybe this is like a sense of satisfaction or like a sense of approval of like, yes, this is good or whatever. I see. There's our Connor. Bless you, bro. We had a friend who I thought was you for a second. Love is true.
Nice.
Melt, I have a recording of Carol of the Bells done with meows. It's lit, nice. Louisiana has approved though. People do it. You can find meowified music.
Yes, indubitably.
That's very interesting. Search up music for cats. There's a ton out there, made by scientists. That's cool. These people thank me for helping them. I'm so blown away. I don't see it as impactful as they do, but might be my confidence. Either way, I'm going to be the best planned blippy ever. Planned blippy. Our friends are like asking, what is a blippy? Maybe like hippie? Maybe like
Oh, don't go there.
I don't know. It can be like a play on the word hippie. Sam Buster, Carol Bells. Everyone, where everyone knows my name, bless. Dixie got to see Jacob at the drive thru one of her favorite people. I love that I get to give her these experiences. She takes her dog to, I believe, Starbucks, and then she orders her little dog like one of those little cups of cream. And she likes one of the servers, the people serving, at the
Yeah.
Starbucks more than others. Super stoked when she gets to see her person serving her cream, dude. That's super cute. True. I sometimes come for only a minute on stream, but it's mostly the best minute of the day. Everything is valuable if there is quality present. Exactly. I mean, thank you. I should say I was thinking you were saying like quality present, as in you have to, with your presence, be so present that it's of good quality. And I was like, yes, exactly. And then I was like, wait a second, she's complimenting me. And then I felt like it was Palm Fest. Love you, thank you, Melita. Bless you. The value of a human life is unending and form bending. The value of a life is decided by the giver of its grace and validated by the witness of its love or hate. I love you all. We love you too, dear brother. Joy Blippy is a kid's entertainer. He's solid, basically teaches kids stuff about being silly. Blippy the clown, I guess. Sounds about right. Just as water can be a bottle, a shallow puddle, a deep ocean, the value itself shifts in moments, given opportunities to be gilded gold when given grace to painted ones, or rusted cold when hurting. His name is Zik, but we call him Zik.
Why is it?
Yeah, dude, because of messages like that. Bless you, bro. I just want to say that I am not streaming now because the only time I have available to stream would go at the same time as Melt. I honor the space. I mean, you can still do it, Dad. Like, bro, like there's billions of people, dude. We can all stream at the same time, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
You can pursue your own dreams.
Yeah, please, bro. Do not not pursue your dreams on my account, oh, I would feel bad psychologically and spiritually, and you might hate me unknowingly because you're like, fucking no, how dare he stream for a whole hour at this 1 hour that I have, asshole, right? And then eventually I start streaming 24 hours a day, all day. I stream myself showering, I stream myself sleeping or whatever, and then nobody gets to stream ever again, only the melt. No. Please, bro, continue streaming, man. AI melt face. So proud of you all at the same time. It's a scary face. Like I did the whole explaining serotonin to the kids thing, bro, with the whole dead face thing, dude. It's, it's unsettling. I'd love to see Duck Dad's presentation, right? I would like to also be one of the kids in the crowd getting Duck Dad taught. I like your glasses.
Thank you.
Nice, nice, nice. Jam and John, bless. Thank you, Joe, for blessing him. Someone get our not safe for work bit back in here for our boy John. Melt, I need to take notes from you. I don't know any of this. I'm gonna pretend that I am of great knowing, and I'm like, yeah, one day, Doc Dad, you'll get to my point of knowing, because I totally know exactly what you're talking about right now. I'm not, dude. You have to give me more context. I need to take notes from you. I don't know any of this. Oh, maybe the facial expressions thing. That is what you're talking about. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like maybe just go do a little bit of research. Like the fact that if you just put your hands in dirt, right, your brain and your microbiome literally releases feel good chemicals into your body. So you can like literally teach these kids about it from the perspective of being an antidepressant, because kids be depressed as well, yo. Could help them.
Trauma and drama.
Trauma and drama, bruh. Stacked on, and stacked on some more. Put the Carol. Mel, it's March 2nd. Maybe I'll record and figure out how to blur out the kids' faces. I don't feel comfortable live streaming other children. Yeah. The parents will probably also not be comfortable with that. Maybe you can just like have the camera right up front of you. You can just have it like angled up. You can have like a bad view even, it doesn't have to be good. Maybe like get yourself a tripod or something. Just have it like pointing towards the wall you were presenting against. What does that feel? What does that feel so weirdly said? But yeah, bless. Thank you for giving love to all of our friends by acknowledging their names, Kristen. Way to be so tall and handsome, John.
I'm not tall at all.
Indubitably. John is
so
tall.
is that a lie with another lie? Or
Yeah, bruh. Like John's still getting good at taking people's words for what they are and accepting that they want to love him.
I'm short, though.
Are you short? I've never looked at you.
1.76.
I'm 1.78. Oh.
So you're taller than me.
Yeah, I'm 2
Mount is
centimeters.
so tall.
I'm so tall now suddenly because of this much. Nice. That's good. Do you love that word too? Indubitably. I don't use it much. Indubitably means like in agreement, right? Absolute agreement. Hey Google, define indubitably.
It's basically like undoubted.
Indubitably is an adverb that means impossible to doubt. I cannot doubt this. It has a meaning similar to doubtless and undoubtedly, but it represents a much stronger degree of certainty. It's very, very certain, John. Oh well, oh Mel. How was your workshop, the Kintsugi? Right. Thank you for asking, Joyvi. That's awesome. Do let us know, Melita, if you're still here. Like I am curious. Again, the whole fixing things with gold. Remember those two animated chipmunks that were very polite? They were not the Disney chipmunks. They were Warner Bros. I think. I do know what you're talking about. One of the episodes they had like little bow ties and everything. Chip and Dale? Those were their names. Yeah, my brain had to like really file through those little, where.
Know that.
Yeah, hey Google, show me Chip and Dale. Bruh, not exactly what I was asking for. It showed me Chip and Dale as one word. Chip and Dale. Isn't it? Bro, maybe I'm schooling myself right now. If I don't see two chipmunks staring back at me when that thing finished loading, I'm gonna have some concerns. It's loading. Yeah! Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's Chip and Dale, bro.
Okay. Very nice.
You don't know Chip and Dale?
No.
You've never seen them?
No, I don't.
They're some dudes, bro. They're really cool. We're still internet pouring. There we go. I mean, it's not gonna be big, but that is who you're talking about, right? Chip and Dale. Yeah, I think there was a new Chip and Dale movie recently, wasn't there?
Mm,
I've wanted to
Not
watch
sure.
it, but I never ended up watching it.
so many
Apparently,
animations.
apparently, it's like a crossover kind. You know, do you remember that like cursed Sonic, the way he
Yeah.
looked like? They had him cameoing in that movie, like the cursed Sonic, like the 3D rendered
The
cursed Sonic.
white and silver, or like the just. I'm very.
Remember they had like the Sonic movie they were making,
Yes.
and they had like renders of what Sonic was gonna look like,
Okay.
and then
yeah,
people
yeah.
lost
Oh,
their
yes,
shit.
yes.
That previous cursed Sonic
Oh no.
makes a debut in that movie,
With the
right?
face that looks
Yeah,
so
with the
horrifying.
exactly, bro. Like, like that's how he looks, dude. That's who he is.
No.
Yeah, I think so, right? I think it's this new Chip and Dale movie. Let me see. Uh, Chip and Dale. Like, if so, we need to watch that movie as well because I haven't seen it. Yeah, oh, it came out in 2022. I like how I was like, yeah, this movie came out recently, bro. And it's
Seth
already
Rogen.
Seth Rogen plays in it. Even John Mulaney,
Voice actor.
Kiki Lane. Oh, Andy Samberg, nice. Akiva as well. We'll add this one to the list, bro. We have to watch now Chip and Dale because he doesn't know Chip and Dale, right? Maybe we can watch this tonight, actually. You need to watch Dave Made a Maze. If you haven't watched Dave Made a Maze, spend some time watching that as well.
Yeah, it was.
Chip and Dale. 2022. That should be enough for me to remember. Okay, I'm back to chat. We're talking about Chip and Dale. There we go. Oh, excuse me. I'm burping a little bit. Remember those two? Yeah, I do. On Disney. One of them would always say, indubitably, I stream myself showering. I can join the Only Farms. You won't get to see anything, right? I'll make sure you just get to see like the top of my head getting rained on. It'll be super PG. No free nudes for you. I'm sorry.
Only Farms.
Yeah, he calls it Only Farms, dude, because he's a farmer. He plants plants. He's been joking about creating an Only Farms. You're talking about Chip and Dale. Wouldn't the camera get all steamy in the shower? I mean, it could. It could. I think like the shower is gonna get steamy first. They were gophers. That's true, actually. The gardening with skin microbes and dirt and such. Yeah. Sorry, I figured it out. You know, by just thinking about it a little bit. Thank you, bro, for reminding me as well. Too much from there. And polite animated gophers. I think I know about that. Only Farms. Like are the best. Also, Blippi in Discord. No, not Chip and Dale. Their names were Mac and Tosh. How about that? Hey Google, show me Mac and Tosh, the Gophers. Oh wow, I do remember these two actually.
Oh, this I actually.
But this was Cartoon Network. No. More little rodent duos.
They look
Right, so
like-
there's Alvin
they
and the
look like
Chipmunks.
cherries.
That's like a bunch of rodents, and then there's Chip and Dale rodents, and then there's Mac and Tosh. The more you know. Everyone is tall compared to Duck Dad. I'm a whopping 165 centimeters. Yeah. Now John is gonna be like, yeah, you're
No, but
short.
that's because he has roots.
He has roots. Yeah, I mean, he is a farmer after all. My favorite Chip and Dale was Chris Farley. Hey Google, show me Chris Farley. That name sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to it. Oh goodness! Just wow, yeah, 100%. His voice. Rest in peace, Chris Farley. Love is true. Tristan, I've been rocking my Only Farms idea for a couple of years now. I started with all of the fellas who were enthusiastic about my gardening on Arpan. I knew yes, I knew someone would get me. Bless. Oh, the amount of love. I love Dave Made a Maze. You've seen Dave Made a Maze, Loazana. Did you watch it because I recommended? Did it? Did you watch it because I recommended it? I hope so. And if not, if you watch it by yourself somehow, that's even better. But yeah, there you go. Me and Loazana both recommend you watch Dave Made a Maze. So that means even more good, right? It means even more go and watch Dave Made a Maze. The son of verb, love is true. Only farms are amazing. I used to have nightmares about Dr. Robotnik yelling at me while I played violin because he looked like my orchestra director. Rest in power, Mr. Clem. Chris Farley dancing on my head now. They made a maze was cute. I got to see the main character Nick Thune do stand up at my local comedy club. So then seeing him in a movie was way rad. What are the odds?
That's really cool.
Dude. And I believe that Joe watched it because I recommended. Like wow, dude, that's awesome, Joe. You got to see him live, and then you're like, oh, this movie that Mel recommended, and then you get to see this person. I did you know I saw Cersei Lannister in real life, oh,
Nice.
in Cape Town, and I ran up to her like a rhino to get a selfie,
Oh no.
and she said nah, and I was like, respectable, and I left.
Did
instantly.
she say no?
Yeah, she was like, no, no, thank you. She was very kind, very like soft spoken, like no, thank you. And I was
Maybe
like,
the approach was the problem.
I mean, I was like, so it went like this, bro. We went into this like little artisanal shop in Cape Town with like that little spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were like walking through the stalls or the little aisles, and then like to the corner of our eye, we see this woman, and like that moment where you're like you have to like zoom your eyes in, like you have to unsquint your eyes. You're like, the fuck am I actually looking at? Hey Google, what is Cersei Lannister's actor's name? Her name is Lena Headey. Lena Headey? Lena Headey? Lena Headey? How do you say that? Headey? Headey?
I don't know how you say that.
Yeah. Saw her in person. Wanted to get a selfie, bro. Like at that point, I looked kind of like Jon Snow as well.
Snow.
So it might have
You
been
know
even
nothing,
weirder.
Jon Snow.
I still don't know anything, dude. Macintosh, where the polite go first. Looney Tunes, yeah, very old cartoon. Okay, Melt, as to show you Chris Farley as a Chippendale. It's an SNL skit. Oh, that's even better than because it's actually like he's embellishing, dude.
Yeah.
And if anybody can, it's Chris Farley. Macintosh sounds like asking mom for Chippendale. But we have Chippendale at home. Weirdly enough, that's where my mind went as well, bro. Because I have roots. John, you're a beautiful human. Love is true. Jovan, you reminded me that I need to find a local comedy club here. I do so love watching stand-up. Lena Hedy, thank you. Thank you for reminding me as well, Kristen. My last card was named Jon Snow, of course. I'm gonna pull a card. It's about an hour in. We're gonna get ready. Yeah, I keep spacing out that I only bought 20 gigs of data, bro.
Oh yes.
Then I
the,
just
the
I s-
internet poverty.
I
is
stream
so-
with reckless abandon, Me and my money wants to be parted. Joy Vive said yesterday when I told them I bought a drum, bro. Just like, oh, Melton's money is easily parted when it comes to drums. Look at him
It's
laughing.
kind of true.
Look at him fucking laughing like it's funny, bro. Like I like spending money. Love is true. Let's pull a card from the Sacred Geometry deck. You totally should. It's a whole world of people. Super interesting. So many bars and shops. We'll do open mic nights where comics try their jokes and then see them tune them up over time. It's neat. That's so cool. No Mel. I watched Dave Made a Maze as soon as it came out. That's even better. Netflix? I don't think it was on Netflix. It might have been on Hulu. Or another streaming service. I watched it alone and then told everybody I knew to watch it. No one did, of course. Maybe I was the one who told you to watch it. I watched it, maybe it could have been, but I watched it with Christian and Johan. We took 3 grams of mushrooms. and like I found this like whole list of nature movies on like a r/LSD sub, post of like a person that was like, if you're gonna look for movies to watch, while you're tripping on LSD, and then a whole list, and then on that list was Dave Made a Maze, and then me and Christian and Johan, we took about 3 grams of mushrooms each, and then we watched Dave Made a Maze, and we got our brains melted. So maybe psychically, you planted the seeds in there somewhere, Loizana. But I'm happy that you saw it as well, right? I'm happy that we get to share that fractal. I'm sorry that nobody watched it. I think it's also one of those things where even if they did watch it, they
People
might
won't
not have
understand.
seen what we saw, right? It really is a beautiful movie. Play the drum. The one who told you to watch it. I think I've read it one. Okay. Let's take the geometry cards. This little bookie here. And this little box here. You friends ready for some sacred geometries?
Scoobly woogly woo.
Scoobly wooglies. Project your mind's desire onto this deck. Joe Bond, that's so cool that you got to. Waiting for my comments to load. Got to see Nicktoon. Thank you for reminding me of his name as well. Good old Nicktoon. Both of you. Ooh. Jeez. Yeah. That feels very appropriate for my current fractal. Love is true. Spiraling into love. It's like the most intimate card in the whole deck, bro. Card number 44 too. Got that synchronicities. More synchronicities. More synchronicities. Drums are life, the rhythm of the heart. Yeah, I mean, you're a drummer as well. We got purple today, Zana. We got purple. Book's red though, right? I'm red. I'm pretty red myself. Number 44. Intimacy and communication. Some red wavy lines. Bro, I keep. Yeah, it's true. Like the edges. Is that an ass? Yeah, it is. As like red outlines. Energy spiraling into each other. The spiral helix of our DNA swirls around this sacred couple and quickens communication of their intimacy. Human DNA helps connect us to the web of creation. It holds ancestral knowledge as well as future potential in a vast library of information. Also, swirling around this couple are spirals of possibilities that they have only to recognize in order to activate. As they experience both human sexuality and universal love, this information stimulates their conscious decision to communicate with genuine intimacy. There are many styles of communication. Simple words may be effective for making a statement or providing instructions. However, when concepts and emotions enter the exchange, words often fail to convey the message intended. This card asks you to view the way you communicate. Do you speak from your heart with respect and serenity? Do you truly listen to the people with whom you are speaking? Resolve to look into the eyes of the person with whom you are communicating and recognize the marvelous being that stands or sits before you. Observe both your own and the other's body language and feel their essence. Listen with discernment before you respond. Formulate your words as if they are prayers wanting to be shared. With gentle grace and positive intent, speak your truth in the most intimate way that you are able. Yeah. Spiraling into love, dude. spiraling out of love, spiraling all the way around the love, spiraling until you hit the love, and then you're completely dazed, so you spiral again. I thought you were saying Dave Meta Maze. Dave Meta Maze sounds like a harder core movie. Dave Made a Maze is the full movie name. Play the drums like some ready waves. True again. Okay, Kalimba time. I wonder where I want to sit.
Dishes being done.
Dishes are being washed. You gonna go and help?
Like to assist.
Nice.
Adios, frenzies.
Cheers. Thank you, bro. Alrighty. Let me get my second microphone. Yeah. We're gonna do a little transfer. I'm gonna go silent. There we go. That should be a lot louder. 5 decibels. Technically, experientially, almost twice as loud. That's right, right? Every 6 decibels, it goes up, it feels twice as loud. I did learn this in one of the courses I went to when I was installing sound equipment, but that information hasn't been accessible or accessed in a while. I'll do stopwatch. No, I don't have to do any timers actually. Is Melt silently talking? Guess you'll never know, Joyviv. Guess you'll never know. Is that where Mel tells us all the detailed plan for world domination? Y'all know the. Yeah, I just gave, subliminal messages to all of our secret agents that are scattered sporadically around the earth. It is time. Go and love people. The beat of the drum helps my celium grow. Enough info for me to keep drumming for life. Yeah. Yeah, after like Cytrons parties in like rainforest kind of vibe, the mushrooms started growing a week after all of those vibrations got put into the dirt. I'm gonna name my first child Decibel. That is really cool. That is really cool. Decibel. Hey Google, what is the origins of the name or the word decibel? I am curious. Decibel was named in honor of Alexandria Graham Bell. Best known as the inventor of the telephone, the decibel was first used to express signal loss along the telegraph wires. What is the origin of the word? Why? Someone asked. So there we go. Okay, here's more. The word decibel is made up of 2 parts. Deci, that comes from decimus, a Latin word, which means 10th. And the other part is bell, which honors Alexandra Bell, the inventor. So it's like 10th bell. The 10th bell. I like that. It sounds pretty cool, actually. Love is true. I'm gonna play my kalimba. Nancy, bless you, friend. It's nice seeing your name here with us. We're just about finishing up today's stream. Alexandra Bell, he lived the town over. What are the odds? The fact that you want to call your first child Decibel, and Alexandra Bell lived super close as well. He grew up in the same town as Wayne Gretzky. I don't know Wayne Gretzky, unfortunately. I'm gonna go and sit a little bit away. Won't make the same mistake as last time. I'll have you friends get a decent perspective. Is that it? Yeah. Get some of that nature vibes. The sun is still pretty intense. but it is at least mildly behind some clouds. Ah. And there we go. I still have the +5 gain microphone on, but we are done. We have done our live stream. I'm going to walk up to the camera and bless our friends. Finally. Thank you, John, for sitting with me. We'll say goodbye. Milani. I'm going to name my first child Milani. That, I mean, it would be awkward if you start naming your first child, you know. I wanted to make some sort of weird name joke, but I was like, no name that I say is gonna be cool because maybe there's one person out there with that name. Love is true. I can see Melt has legs. Don't make me think about my legs. I had to have my legs open for the heat today. Oh, so much love. It's not okay. We don't watch hockey at all here in South Africa. Is that a clothesline? It is a clothesline. You can hang things to dry. There's our goodbye message. Love is true. I think I see clothespins hanging there. That was nice of John to come over. It's true. Doug has noticed during yoga, dude actually has legs. Thank you. I do, in fact, have legs. It's true. Love is also true. Melt has new red Plockies. I do. Look at my new Plockies. These ones, let me show you. I don't know if I should do this, but I'm gonna. These ones have a little piece of plastic wedged in between the Plucky and this little pulley tab. So I'm hoping and begging this pair of Pluckies last me longer than 6 months because goodness, dude, I die inside every single time I have to throw a pair of Pluckies away. Okay, love is true. Our stream is finished. Our goodbye message has been sent by our beloved Joe. And it goes, have the mostest beautifulest day, everyone. For truly truths and really reals, so very muchly esteemed melodic Meltmore, and all of you
Oh, so very beautifully, genially, tender-heartedly, amicably, kindly, jovially, affectionately and fondly, benevolently and cordially, mirthfully, authentically wholesome, humanimal critter creatures considering the value of life around us. Thank you for giving me the perspective as well, actually, Joe. Maybe as soon as we start valuing human lives more than money, we'll start to value the rest of it as well. All right. Love is true. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Melt is so happy for you having legs. It is great. Your shamelessly uncovered legs. My legs are beautiful, damn it. You want to see what my legs look like? You friends have asked now. All right. I'll do like a nice little stretched out. Look. Look. Look, leg. All right. Look, muscles on my leg if I flex my leg. Wow. To have leg muscles. There we go. I have now pushed that part of myself that cringes to the point where it literally caused me heat. Love is true. I have turned ankle. Is that sexy? I love you, Prince, so much. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow, dear friends. Goodbye, everybody. Sending you all blessings.